Okay, and one thing that Alex is pretty sure of, I don't know if I'm sure of it, but Alex is pretty sure when you hear the wolf's cry, it's not just ambient noises, that they're actually there. And now we don't so much need to worry about wolves. We have a gun, so worst case scenario, we can just shoot a wolf in the face. I'm gonna head this way. I don't know if I've gone this way before. Yeah, so the goal now, attempt to find a new region to get into. I don't know how successful this is gonna be. Every single time I've attempted to find a new region to get into, I have then gotten, not lost, but I've walked around for a bit and then ended up coming across a landmark that I've been to before. So we're going to attempt to just find a new area. I don't know how well this is going to go, but we'll see. We will see. So this is what I mean by, you think this one kind of looks like you can get over it. You get up over it and you're like, oh, maybe. And then there's these rocks here and you can't. That sucks. But we can try to go down this way. I don't know if this leads us anywhere. Yeah, it's really tough to tell which way you can go and which way you can't. And I really want to find these new areas. Can you shoot birds? I just realized that there's birds. I wonder if you can shoot birds. I wonder if your desperation level can allow you to shoot birds. Okay, so we're just going to kind of follow this. Don't really know where it goes. That's kind of the point. We want to find a place that we haven't been to before. We want to find something new. We want to explore. We want to see this world. We want to see what it has to offer. I know there's a lot of places out there that I've seen pictures of that look amazing. And I would love to show you guys, but I just can't. For the life of me, I'm having trouble finding it. Those birds up there. Yeah, I wonder if your desperation level... I'm not going to waste a bullet on them, but I wonder if you had enough bullets. If you probably could. I don't see why you couldn't. I couldn't imagine a bird's going to give you much food, though. It's probably not worth the bullet. Because bullets are pretty rare. They're not very common. So, I wouldn't want to waste one, especially on a bird. Why not just shoot a deer that you can, find and get a load of venison? At least 20 pounds of venison if you harvest it instantly. And I think a wolf gives you like 16 pounds of meat, wolf meat. Which, that's got to be interesting to eat, wolf meat. Okay, so I know where we are right now. This is the one occasion that... So there's the train, there's the collapsed tunnel over there. So that's the end of the railroad track. So the railroad track is right there. That goes all the way down. I mean, we've been on the railroad track quite a bit. That goes all the way down. And I think it gets you back to the dam. So we don't want to go there. We've been there. We don't want to go there. No, that's not something that we want to explore because we've already explored it. We want to get to somewhere new. But that's the biggest problem. I think the one thing... I know if I go this way, I'm just going to end up looping around to somewhere, but I've actually just thought of something. I'm actually going to get on the railroad, and I'm going to go down, and I'm going to get to the lake. The reason why I want to get to the lake is, one, I know there's about, 3, 6, 8, 9, there's like 7 to 10 cabins out there. That's a lot of supplies. There's also those little fishing shacks, which have a little bit of supplies in them. So there's a lot of supplies at that lake. Also, I have a theory about that lake that the reason why there's so much around there is because that world then opens up. There's an opening over there. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. But typically when a game throws a lot at you, visually, it's hiding something that's obvious. Because you get distracted by all the cabins and everything, and you don't notice the way to, you don't notice the way to go over a hill to get to a new area. So that's my theory.
could use this.
I don't know if it's going to be true or not. Oh, the search bar reset. That was interesting. And I picked up 2 sewing kits. I wonder if that was a bug. Okay, and one thing that Alex is pretty sure of, I don't know if I'm sure of it, but Alex is pretty sure when you hear the wolf's cry, it's not just ambient noises, that they're actually there. He said that every time he's heard them, he's then seen them. I, on the other hand, haven't. But I don't know. I'm not going to take the risk. So every time I hear that, I'm going to have my gun out just in case. Because you never know. But yeah, so that's my theory. Is if we get to the cabin, maybe there's a way we can get to that, kind of... There's got to be a reason why there's so much around there. And there's got to be a way that we can go to get to a new area. So, I don't know. That's our plan right now. Also, this down here is the way that we would have got if we went around that way instead of coming up on the tracks. We would have ended up down there, which I believe if you go down there, you get to a frozen river. Which if you follow the frozen river down, you get to the unnamed pond, which is the way to get back to the cabin. So there's not much down there. Last time I checked, that's the area that I was in when I played off camera. So we're just. I'm gonna listen to my theory a bit and kind of go down here, and there's got to be a reason for it. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at I'm trying to figure out. There's got to be a very easy way to get over something. And I know the train track also can follow into that landmark of there's so much to look at that they're hiding something in plain sight. So. It's just something that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about how we can get out of here. How we can get out of the main area. Well, luckily, it's a nice day out. It's not bad. We are cold, though, because it's, -5. So, pretty cold. Sun is out, though, which is nice. It's not blizzard. It's, I haven't seen a wolf. I've heard them. Haven't seen them. There's a deer. We could shoot it, but I don't want to get bogged down with all the. Oh, here we go. Here is the lake. Okay, so we could try to go that way. I don't know if I've been that way. I wonder if that direction is somewhere that we can go. See, we couldn't try to make it up that ridge, or maybe on the left or the right. I know that just it's kind of like this loop around that takes you to the other cabins over there, so you can avoid walking on the ice. I don't know why though. There's got to be a reason for it though. How long have we been recording? Quite some time. Oh, I don't know. Let's go ahead and just. We're going to pass up the main cabin for now. The only reason is because I want to come back here and set up base camp. So during the day, while we still have light, while we don't see wolves, while the weather's good, we're going to go explore all these little cabins, all these little fishing huts and everything. Then most likely we'll walk back to that main, this main camp cabin over there, all encumbered because we're probably going to pick up a ton of stuff. So we'll walk back there, go through our stuff, get our condition back up, rest up. That'll be the base camp for the night, and then the next morning is when we'll head out. And maybe while we're out here, we can recon a bit about where to go. I know that's a little path, the river entrance, South River entrance or something like that. I think that takes you somewhere that I've been before. So I don't know if we want to do that. We can. That might be the last. So that's an option. We'll leave that as an option. Preferably not the only option if we can find another way that looks passable. I don't know. Are trees a symbol of something? Are trees like a symbol of, like, maybe I can get up there because there's trees up there? Maybe like hike up there and get over that ridge line? I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. I'm kind of over analyzing everything right now. Like I said, I really want to get out of this first area, and I've got to start thinking, you know, I've got to start thinking of ways that look like I can get out of here. So it's yeah, I don't know. Is that a wolf? Yeah, that is a wolf over there. Oop, Skype. Sorry about that. I did not go on Do Not Disturb and getting Skype things, so I do apologize. Yeah, it's just, you know, it doesn't seem right that all this stuff is in this area. You know? I mean, I hope some of you understand what I'm trying to say. There's so much to look at in this area that there's got to be a reason why. There's got to be a reason why there's so much to look at in this area. It could just be a big area to get a lot of supplies, but there's got to be an alternative reason.
That'll come in handy.
I'm thinking that it's hiding a passageway to a new area. I'm thinking that, you know, everybody, because a couple times that I've been through here, I don't look at much. You know, I'm like, oh, cabins, oh, you know, and I go to all these cabins and I'm just like distracted by all this, that I don't ever think, can I make it over that ridge line, or can I make it up there, or, you know, and I think that's the point. That might be the point. So I don't know. I'm just, again, I'm overanalyzing everything. But yeah, so we're just gonna supply up here, and maybe we can go that way. Is that a way to get up? That river pass might just meet up to that if there is a way. I'm gonna hit all these little fishing huts first. Then I'll work my way around to all the cabins, and then I'll work my way back up to the front cabin, and then we can call it a day. Because I've been recording for quite some time, and my vocal cords need a break. Because it's not tough, it's just strenuous to talk constantly for an hour plus. It does require some vocal cords, and I do not have them. And also, mainly, Zach said he would be on today, and we need to record some multiplayer things. So I want to get this done before because I'm available on Skype. So if he calls, there's going to be a ringing, and I want to get that done and over with before he gets online. So that way there's not an issue with him waiting around for me to finish recording. So that way we can go off and record something else. So I don't get much of a break on my vocal cords today. But it's part of the job. I love it. Okay, so I think, yeah, this is the last little fishing hut. So we're gonna need to work our way up to the cabins. So we'll start off at this singular cabin over here. That does not look like a way that we can go unless we walk up on that plateau over there and maybe like walk up and then over. I don't know. None of this over here looks like a way that we can get up. That looks like a way we can cross, but we'd just get over to that river entrance, so that really wouldn't accomplish much. This kind of looks like a little way to, but it's hard to tell what's too steep to go up and what's not. So I don't know. It's hard to tell where we can get and where we can't, you know, and I'm trying to figure it out. Lone Lake Cabin. All right, let's see what's in here. Sometimes these things can be jam-packed to supplies. Sometimes they can really not be. It all depends. Oh, sorry about that. I just noticed that my microphone was buzzing. That was I had to stop it. That happens occasionally. If you ever hear that in my videos, what you probably just heard, that does happen occasionally. It's an issue with my microphone and my audio box. That happens very rarely. It's not often, like once, probably like 2 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. So I just have to just push on the microphone cable inside the microphone. I don't know if it's a microphone cable. I don't know if it's the audio box or if it's the microphone itself or whatever, but it just causes a little hum. So I just gotta adjust it. But yeah, I apologize for that. It does happen. I'm just glad that I caught it, because sometimes if I don't catch it, it'll just go on and on and on. So it sucks, but because I have my little microphone, I can see my vocals and everything on my other monitor. I noticed that when I wasn't talking, it wasn't going down all the way. It wasn't closing my gate all the way, which was causing the little buzzing. So anyway, boring. Blah. Nobody cares. See, I think this is too steep to go up. Seems too steep. It might be possible though. I don't know.